Hi everybody, this is another video of the balance test I've been working on. Now I was going to try and show a lot of unit versus unit battles, but honestly I haven't found any other people yet, so I'm just going to fight this Shrill Lord here. I need to turn down the sound effects volumes again. Seems like some of the sliders don't work very linearly. It's like exponential increase. Alright, so this is my main unit, Markin. He's got a Dragon Scale Shield and a Dress Blade, so he's doing 66% armor penetration, which is kind of ridiculous because it means that armor just doesn't matter at all for him. But his attack isn't very high. Actually, I think he's got +5 elemental damage, which is why his attack's so high. I know you guys can't actually see a lot of these numbers, but YouTube won't let me put up a higher quality video as far as I can tell. Alright, yeah, so he's got +5 cold attack, +2 fire attack. Actually, it's an interesting battle because I'm fighting Shrills, and I think each one of these is immune to one element and weak to another. See, like the fire Shrill's immune to fire, but the cold damage will be extra effective against him. It's a really good idea to get the best variety of elemental damage you can find. So I should be able to kill this guy in one hit. He's only got 14 HP. Nope. Alright. Oh, that's right, he was defending. Defending actually works really well in this version. It's probably one of the best changes in Beta 3. Okay. So this is my mage character. She's been kind of beat up. Doesn't really have a lot of skills. She lost... I think she died in a lot of really important battles, so she hasn't been able to level up during the biggest XP changes, which kind of sucks for her. Alright, looks like the Shrills are really a lot smarter in this version because it seems like they casted slow and shock on their first turn instead of moving, which is a really good idea because they moved one of their supposed tank units out. He needs more HP, but I'll fix that at some point. But they moved their tank out and then they used all these guys as spellcasters, which was a great idea. Because most of my units are melee and I don't have a lot of magical power in tactical battles since I'm playing Gildan. But what I can do is cast Chaos. See, now Chaos is a ridiculous spell. Because it can't be resisted. This unit's supposed to be immune to magic. Oh, alright, well, the Shrill just cast Fireball. I wish I knew it was doing that, because I could have counterspelled it. It's not a big deal. Alright, so what you saw happen there, these are my Vetrar monks. They're ice monks. Basically, they have a little bit of ice damage, a lot of dodge, and kind of light armor. But they also get a counterattack, so they're pretty effective as sort of medium defense and medium offense. Now this is my Hammersmith. Basically, they just carry a large hammer and a shield, leather armor, relatively effective unit. This is one of my earlier units, the Vikings. They look really nice. They don't have any leather armor. They use a basic wood shield and the Gildan War Club. Very effective against other human units, and relatively effective overall as long as you give them something like charge. See, I gave them charge. Sort of, I made them like the oops, that's the wrong character. The Vikings of old. They have rage, bloodthirsty, and charge. So they're really good against damaged units. They can get to the front line very quickly, and once they start to die, they get +5 attack, which is pretty huge considering they do blunt damage. Blunt damage is the best against armor. Alright. Kind of bothers me that the HP didn't update there. See, I can't tell how much health I lost based on the bar. I should probably just turn it off. It's more confusing. Come around the side. Alright. See, so I don't have any spells that are really going to be very effective. Plus 50% attack. That might be a good idea. Let's see. It's only 7 mana. Ha! It's really nice that now the scale almost looks like it's a regular size Shrill. Now the one drawback of Chaos, it's not resistible, but once it has a permanent effect, like weakness, it'll stay on the unit and you can't continue to cast it. Which is sort of an interesting balance, although I do feel like, why isn't that spell resistible? It's the same as every other damage spell. It should probably be resistible in some way. Actually, I think in my previous mod I made it resistible, if I recall. It's a great idea to cast Growth. That Growth is very effective against this unit. Well, I lost my Vikings, but they're not really made to last. They're really cheap to make. And they don't cost any metal. That's all the Gilding cares about, really. See, this is another problem. I need to know how much health she has. There it is. Alright, so I got 90 XP for each unit, except for the Viking. Let's see. Oh, if you're still new to some of the trait changes, the Defender trait for Path of the Defender is now really, really effective. It gives me plus 10 tactical auto defense, which means that every time I defend I get plus 10 defense on top of my Dragon Scale shield, which will make me pretty much invincible if I'm starting to die, and the AI is focus firing. It's a huge advantage. I'd say Path of Defender is the best path now. Alright, Water Mage. I'd like to be able to cast Ice Elemental. I think I'm going to make her a Staff Mage, actually. Because she has the Capitar's ability bonus, which is plus 2 accuracy per level, which means she gets a total of plus 5 accuracy per level. Alright, I've got Ivory Helm. Now I've modified my Ivory Helm to do a lot of defense against cutting and a lot of defense against pierce, but be totally weak to blunt. I like the idea that every sort of special armor is different than the onesie Research, but not necessarily better. In the vanilla version, the gear is just so ridiculously overpowered. See, like here, I forgot to change Bashing Maul. It does 50 blunt attack, which means that it does blunt just about equal to the amount of armor that someone would have in full plate, which is just not right. Especially since it has bash, which means that equal to the damage done, it has that chance to knock the victim prone, which means that it's not only going to be killing people in one hit, whoever it doesn't kill is going to be knocked down for one round. Kind of ridiculous. But I have to wait till level 9 to use it, which is another thing that annoys me. It's like, what experience did I gain between level 8 and level 9 that now allows me to properly carry a mace in my hand? I think most people probably agree there's a better way to do that. Although since we don't have stats now, we can't do a stat check. Ooh, I got an ice mace. I'm sort of specking this Gildan race as a sort of like a ice magical race. They have lots of ice monks, ice archers, and now I have this special ice mace. Alright, let's see what this guy does. It's a 22 attack, 14 blunt, and 8 cold, which is one of the higher cold attack values in the game. Oh, that's pretty effective. Plus it's only -2 initiative. I'm gonna give that to one of my other heroes, though. I think he's on his way back. Oh yeah, if you haven't had a chance to see the Iron Golem, this is the Gildan's special unit in this army here. It's just I don't know, the best damn idea since sliced bread, in my opinion. Such a cool guy. It's a lot of fun to have. And since the .91 changes, it's become really interesting. He has a lot more health and a lot less defense. Perfect tanking unit, although not really overpowered in any way. Somebody cast Incinerate City on me, and I haven't met anyone yet. That's a little bothersome. I think I can disenchant. No, I haven't researched disenchantment yet. That's fortunate. Alright, well, at the very least I can just speed up the production. Alright, so, just for the sake of your people's time, I'm going to end it here, but, yeah, I would say overall the mechanics are better. Basically what I did was increase the damage and balance out the armor levels, and Werewindle has been working with the monsters to give them more health, initiative, and armor as appropriate, so that you can fight them and actually have something to show for it. I think one of the problems that the devs had was they were balancing monsters as a single unit against a single unit, when they should have been balancing a single unit against an entire army, because no one in their right mind tries to solo a monster. Alright, well, thanks for watching.